Hello and welcome to my second video. Today we're going to talk minimalist wardrobes and more specifically how to maintain a minimalist wardrobe, because it requires quite a lot of discipline actually to own just a certain amount of clothing, and it is easy to fall off the wagon. So I'm going to give you 5 simple tips for how to maintain your minimalist wardrobe. Number 1, go shopping less often. Now that you've organised your minimalist wardrobe and you're quite happy with it, there shouldn't be so much need to go shopping so often. If you live somewhere like the UK, I would advise that you go shopping twice a year, maybe in April and September. And the advantage of that is that you've got time to save up for those shopping trips and have a really good idea of the things that you need to buy to fill the gaps in your wardrobe, or maybe items to replace. If you do need to go shopping more often because maybe it takes you longer to find the items that you're looking for, that's fine, but just make sure you're shopping purposefully and you're shopping from a list. And if you have this sudden desire to impulse buy, or maybe you have a sudden craving for a certain item of clothing that's caught your eye, apply the 24-hour rule. So wait just 24 hours before you make that purchase. But once those 24 hours have gone, think to yourself, well, I've managed 24 hours without that item. Can I manage another week without that item? And then once that week has passed, can I manage another month without that item? And probably before the month is even up, you'll have realised you stopped thinking about that item, and you've realised that actually you've got plenty of clothes in your wardrobe anyway. Number 2 is to have more fun with your wardrobe. I think in terms of making a minimalist wardrobe last and for you to enjoy it, you need to have items in there that you really like. So you might be somebody who likes a monotone wardrobe and plain things without any detail. But I'm not like that. For me, I have to have a little bit of detail and a little bit more colour in my wardrobe. So as well as the neutral colours, I've got some soft greys and some soft blues and some soft purples, which helps enliven my wardrobe a bit more. And also I like to give it a little bit of an edge, maybe with some pattern tights or some coloured tights, some colourful bangles, or a really interesting pendant. And that works for me. And if you want to inject a bit of colour into your wardrobe, I'd suggest doing that through a dress, because a dress is really a standalone item in your wardrobe. It really only has to coordinate with your footwear and maybe a coat. So it's a great way of adding colour to your wardrobe and pizzazz, and making your wardrobe a happy place, which is what it should be really. Number 3 is to stick to some rules. I think it's really good to have rules about the number of items in your wardrobe. For me, it's a 40-item wardrobe. You might have less items in your wardrobe or more items. It doesn't matter, but try and stick to that number. A useful way of doing that is to apply the 1 in, 1 out rule. So if you buy something new, make sure quite soon afterwards that you get rid of another item, and that way your wardrobe will stay the same size. Another rule that I like is the ratio of 2 tops to 1 bottom, because I find that gives my wardrobe a lot of balance and a lot of versatility. Another rule I like, and I'm sticking out and doing quite well with, is the idea of not shopping in the sales. I've found in the past when I've bought items in the sales, they haven't been good buys. Those items haven't had longevity in my wardrobe, and they've been mistakes really. So now I avoid the sales. And a rule that I'm trying to apply and working towards, although I'm not there yet, is the idea of having 1 of something. So for example, just 1 handbag, or 1 pair of gloves, or 1 winter scarf, and that's something I hope to achieve in the future. Rule number 4 is to get rid of items in storage. So maybe you've had a minimalist wardrobe now for several months. Don't forget that you might have some boxed up items of clothing somewhere in the house, maybe in the loft or in a spare bedroom. Don't forget that at some point you've got to ideally get rid of those items. Now, if you can, be brave and ruthless and just get the box and just get rid of the whole box without even looking inside it. But if you can't do that, allow yourself to salvage 1 or 2 pieces from that box, but make sure that you get rid of the other things that are in that box. Your aim, after all, is just to have the clothes that are in your wardrobe and not to have lots of boxes of clothes elsewhere in the house. Because the temptation, unfortunately, is to raid the box, and then you'll find that your wardrobe starts to get bigger and bigger and you're back at square one, and we don't want that. Rule number 5 is to be happy. I think this is probably the most important rule of all in order to maintain a minimalist wardrobe. Don't expect perfection, so just make the most of what you've got in your wardrobe. Not every item in your wardrobe might be perfect. It might not be versatile enough. It might not be the right colour. The heel height on a boot might not be quite right. It might not match every pair of trousers that you own. My advice would be to stick with those items for a little bit longer and to be mindful of why they don't quite work, and use that information to inform future purchases, so that when you do go out and buy a new item or replace an item, you know exactly what you're looking for, and it will be a perfect match in your wardrobe. I also think you should be really happy about the progress you've made so far. Whether you've completed your minimalist wardrobe or you're still on your way to streamlining your wardrobe, be pleased with the progress you've made and have faith that you will get there eventually, and don't beat yourself up if you make mistakes and you make the odd purchase. It's not important. And also be happy in terms of using the extra time and energy that having a minimalist wardrobe gives you. So use that extra time for maybe relaxation and improving your diet and your health, spending more time with your friends and family and having fun, because if you nurture yourself, it will affect how you feel and how you look, just as much as a new item of clothing improves how you look. And if you're happy on the inside, it should show on the outside. So I hope you've really enjoyed my 5 tips to maintain a minimalist wardrobe. Please like my video, and if you don't already do so, please read my blog, Just a Little Less, where I take a beautiful look at minimalism, simple living and well-being in the UK. Thanks for watching. Bye!